Hey guys, the Salon Guy here, and thank you all for joining me and following my videos and following on my social media. It really means a lot to me, and I want to really share something exciting with you today about something that is really important as a stylist, whether you're very experienced or whether you're just coming into the industry. It's about how to really communicate well to your clients when you're consulting with them. And the reason this is important is because I see a lot of times when I go into salons, stylists aren't really communicating well with their clients. And a lot of the times it seems as if the client themselves are taking control of the situation, where really the stylist is the one that should be taking control and offering suggestions and really taking advantage of what that client is coming to them for, whether it's a new client or whether it's someone who's been with them for 15 years. So here's how it goes, and this is my best suggestion, and it's something that I've learned from my experience, something that I do. It may not work for everyone, but it's something that works for me. So when I first sit a client down, this really works well for a new client. Okay, someone first walks in, she sits down, either whether it could be male or female. They sit down in your chair, because remember, the first thing you want to do is not send them right back to the sink to get shampooed. You want to have them sit right down in your chair in front of the mirror, and that's when you really talk to them to get a feel for their hair and really to share your experience and your information with them. So you sit them down. What I always say is, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at your hair, I'm going to evaluate it, tell you my suggestions, what I think is going to look best on you, and then we can talk about what you are looking for or some things that you might not like, or just about your hair in general. Right from that point, I'm letting them know right from the beginning that I'm taking control and I'm giving them my expert opinion about what I think is going to look best on them. That's why these people are coming to you, because they want your expert opinion. That's why people leave, probably, because they're getting bored of the same thing that you've been doing for the last 15 years. Okay, so when a client sits in your chair, you say, I'm going to evaluate your hair and tell you what I think looks best on your hair in my opinion. That's when you start to go into and say, well, here's what I think, here's some of the latest trends that are happening, and then at the same time, you're looking at their hair and seeing what sort of problems they might have with it. Because being an experienced stylist, you might say, in your mind that their hair is laying very flat, and obviously when you're going through it, there's not enough layers. So at the same time, you're kind of multitasking. You're looking at what the problem is with that person's hair while you're looking at it, and you're telling them what you think is going to look best on them based off of what you're seeing. So if you're seeing someone who's got one length, flat hair, you're running your fingers through it for a female, and you're saying, here's what I'm seeing on your hair. I'm seeing something that's going to, maybe we can keep the length a little bit, trim up the length, because a lot of times they want to hear that they want to keep the length. So we can just trim up the length looks great. What I'm seeing with you, there was a lot more life to it, a lot more fullness, more volume, some really sexy layers, some nice, longer face framing to accentuate your eyes and bring out your beautiful face, and really give it a lot more life and volume and excitement to your hair. Those are the kind of things you want to talk to them about and share those kind of words: excitement, sexy, volume, shiny, diverse, not as much weight. All these types of things are things you want to use in speaking to your clients, because they can relate to that. Yes, my hair is so heavy, it's not doing anything. It just lays there, it hangs there, doesn't do anything. It has no body to it. So while you're telling them what you think is going to look best, you're also evaluating what you're seeing. So you're solving their problem, and you're taking control of the appointment. Now this could go on for 5 to 10 minutes. At that point, you've already basically gotten out of them what they don't like about their hair, and you've given them their suggestions, so you've taken control of the whole consultation. This way, by the time you say, you might even end up saying, what do you want to do with your hair? What do you think? They might say, you know what, this sounds great, let's do it. So, and that works really the same with a guy, too. A male client, he comes in, I say, I'm just going to give you a kind of look at what I think might look best for you. Say there's a guy who's been wearing a part in his hair for the last 25 years, 30 years, whatever, 50 years, who knows. You could say, you know what, let's kind of soften that part a little bit and make it where it's a lot more less maintenance for you, where you can just kind of towel dry it and make it a little more modern, makes you look a little bit younger, and the ladies will like it. So throw these kind of things in there, and with men, you want to tell them that they're going to look great. With women, you want to tell them they're going to look great, beautiful, sexy, attractive, modern. All these great words are really attractive to people, especially when they're looking for something new. and when they're seeing you for the first time. So think of it as you're putting on, an act, and you're acting out what you think is going to look best on them. If you watch a lot of these celebrity stylists on TV, a lot of these stylists are very dramatic with how they're presenting themselves in front of their clients. So why can't you be that way? I'm very successful with makeovers. I'd say about 95% of the time when I'm seeing a new client, which is pretty often, I'm doing a makeover on them. All right, and now a makeover doesn't mean going from super long to super short, but it could mean adding a whole new shape into their hair that they never had before. So I think that that's my best suggestion to you guys. So if you're a new stylist, take control of the appointment, be yourself, and whatever your first instinct is with looking at a client, that's usually the right thing for them. So share it with them. As soon as you sit down with them, tell them from the heart, tell them what you think is going to look best on them. Make them believe that you're an amazing hairstylist, which you probably are, and I guarantee you, your clients will love you for that. You'll get very popular. Tell them, hey, I'm very busy at the end of your appointment, so you look great. Just so you know, I get very, very busy, and I'd hate to see you not get in with me. So let's try to maybe pre-book your next appointment, okay? But I'm warning you right now, I do get very busy. So that's my best advice to you guys for that specific topic: how to communicate better with your clients, how to take control of the consultation, and how to have a little more success with new clients. So I hope you enjoyed this session. I'm a salon guy. Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks so much.